What is up, YouTube? This is going to be a little bit of a different video for you guys. I am heading out west to go to a farrier clinic this weekend. There's going to be lots on the go. There'll be lots of foraging and a lot of classroom time and a limb dissection. So I'll try to have my camera out to get as much footage as I can for you guys, but I hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. Okay, it is finally time to get this dissection video posted. I've been working on this for a while and I'm pretty excited to show you guys. Disclaimer, this was a live horse. It was not harmed in the making, but it was kicked in the leg and its leg was broken, so it was euthanized. You are going to see blood, tendons, ligaments, bones, skin, all of that stuff, because it was a live horse. So just be prepared that no horses were harmed, but at one point this was a living, breathing animal. So don't get upset, don't get offended. Things happen, and it was the best outcome for this horse because its humerus was broken. So I hope you enjoy, and I hope you learned something about the anatomy of the inside of the hind limb. Thanks for watching. We started off by degloving the skin and hair from the limb to open up the inside. The skin is made up of a few different layers: epidermis, which is the most outer layer, then the dermis, which supports and nourishes the epidermis and skin appendages. Blood vessels, sensory nerves, and hair follicles are located in the dermis. Hair follicles, oil and sweat glands, and hooves are all skin appendages that grow out of the epidermis and dermis. Subcutaneous layer is the innermost layer of the skin. It contains the subcutaneous fat and muscle. Directly below the skin is fascia, which is fibrous tissues and is found throughout most of the horse's body. It surrounds muscles, nerves, bones, and organs, and blood vessels. You'll start to notice that a lot of these words are quite similar to the human anatomy. As we go along, some of the tendons and ligaments have big names, but they all correspond the same way that our tendons and ligaments correspond. Like, for example, the superficial flexor tendon and the Achilles tendon are essentially the same thing, and they also have the same treatment plan. When a horse tears its superficial flexor tendon, we usually put wedge pads on to get the heel wedged up, and that is the same thing the doctors do with the Achilles tendon. I'll name off some bones so that you will be a little bit familiar with the terminology as we move along. When you look at the bones of the hind limb, you'll notice a lot of the bigger bones have the same name as ours. I'll list from top to bottom: pelvis, femur, fibular, tibia, calcaneus, hock, splint bones, cannon bone, sesamoids, long pastern, short pastern, navicular bone, coffin bone. That takes you right down to the bottom. I'll attach a diagram at the end. There will never be enough time to talk about the whole horse, but if it comes to it that I have time to talk about some pathologies and lameness issues, you'll want to know names of bones to be able to correspond which tendons and ligaments affect those bones. We spend most of our time looking at the tendons and ligaments on the plantar side of this leg, plantar meaning on the back side. So the first tendon that you see when you open up this leg is going to be the superficial flexor tendon. Superficial meaning surface, so that's a good way to remember that. The superficial flexor tendon flexes the leg to help propel the horse. It is a pretty big tendon in the hind leg because a lot of propulsion comes out of those hind legs. Next, you'll see the deep flexor tendon, which is also quite a big tendon in the leg. It helps with flexing the leg to propel the horse. It's weight-bearing and helps with energy storage. The deep flexor tendon flexes the foot while extending the hock. You'll see this demoed a little later on. Next, you'll see the suspensory ligament. It is the largest ligament from the knee and hock down. By the name of it, I bet you can guess what it does. It supports. It also helps the horse move, has a major role in weight bearing, and aids in widening the main extensor tendon. These all play a crucial role in the anatomy of the horse. I am going to try and keep this as simple as I can though, so we're just going to keep moving along. Someone had asked why we shoe horses. There's usually only 3 reasons why horses are shod, and that is traction, lameness, and correction. Usually horses will fall into one of those three categories for why they have shoes on. I struggle with coming up with things to say, so if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them. I'm gonna let you guys listen to some music for a little while now. Just watch as things progress. This is pretty neat here. You'll be able to see an up-close zoom into an artery. It's pretty cool to see. It is mind-blowing to me how strong tendons and ligaments actually are. To think about the amount of force that comes behind a tear is just unreal. This horse was an ex-reining horse that had a fair bit of damage in between its joints. You'll see a picture later on of a bunch of yellow fat that was in between the joints. It's pretty crazy to see that surrounding. Makes you wonder how the horse still was riding sound. I attached some pictures at the end here for you to look at of the inside of the limb and inside the hoof capsule. I hope you enjoyed and I hope you learned a little bit. Anyways, thank you for watching. I appreciate the support. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe and leave a comment about something you want to see. Thanks for watching.
See here. Look at how smooth that is.